Now, there you have it. There's been a significant development in the evidence of Lieutenant-Colonel Deenadayalan as he has just asked, or his team has asked for a short adjournment so that they can sort out a number of technical issues that have been experienced at this commission. But we will return to those proceedings in a short while. And our reporter, Canny Maphanga, she continues also giving us live coverage of what's transpired. Of course, as this new witness, the Commission is hearing more evidence from these developments around the testimony of Deenadayalan as he continues testifying at these proceedings. But as mentioned, we will be returning back to those proceedings in a short while. And also, our reporter, Canny Maphanga, is on standby to give us all the latest as these proceedings do continue this afternoon. So, of course, as we continue watching these proceedings, as mentioned, there's been a significant development in the evidence of Lieutenant-Colonel Deenadayalan Govender at the Madlanga Commission, and the Commission hearing from Govender following serious allegations previously made by IPID Deputy Director, that's Len John, about his alleged involvement in the 2023 police operation in Durban, as you heard, in which Bevan Loftus and 4 others were also killed. Now, John told the Commission that IPID had identified a 2.7 million rand financial trail involving Govender and his wife, including cash deposits and property-related payments. He also raised an allegation that Govender had been promised, or rather had been promised 2.5 million rand to kill Loftus. But let's get the latest right now, speaking to Canny Maphanga, who is watching these proceedings quite closely. Can you take us through significant parts that have been raised by Govender during his testimony?
Well, absolutely. And what you've seen so far is very serious allegations about the manner in which Lieutenant-Colonel Deenadayalan Govender was allegedly called. And you're seeing him through the testimony state that he had given a particular...
We seem to be struggling a bit with that line. Canny, are you still hearing us properly this side? As we try to reconnect with my colleague Canny Maphanga, let me remind you as well that Govender is responding to these allegations while also making claims of his own. He says he was being used as a pawn in an attempt to target KZN police boss, Lieutenant General Nhlanhla Mkhwanazi. Let's go back to Canny Maphanga. Canny, we lost you there for a moment, but you're still giving us an update on key aspects of Govender's testimony.
Well, Sean, essentially what you saw in the commission today was Lieutenant-Colonel Deenadayalan Govender testifying about the kind of activity that took place under his watch. And essentially what took place there is that allegedly he says there was a meeting where he was called to allegedly implicate the KZN top cop, the Lieutenant General Nhlanhla Mkhwanazi, in these police shootings and allegations that...
Yeah, we seem to be struggling again, linking up to our Canny Maphanga. But again, let me give you some context here. Govender also alleging earlier on that a Mavuso Ntandani, or at least a gentleman that he has named and played a clip from in these proceedings, whom he describes as a political runner or middleman, actually approached him and wanted him to implicate Nhlanhla Mkhwanazi in various police shootings which were recorded in KZN. And this particular soundbite or recording involving Ntandani has been played before the commission. And very interestingly, Govender saying he has further recordings and transcripts which do support his claims as well. In your picture right now, that's Tebogo Musikidi, who's been leading the evidence as the commission tests Govender's allegations, but also his response to the claims which are being made against him as well. But these are your live proceedings. Govender is on the stand right now. And as mentioned, Canny Maphanga is continuing to watch those proceedings quite keenly as we dissect or unpack aspects of Govender's testimony as well this afternoon, continuing to check in on these proceedings, which unlike usual days, normally you'd see the proceedings wrapping up at about 4 p.m., But this additional witness who's come on to testify this afternoon, he's one where the proceedings have had to extend even on a Friday afternoon today. But Govender expected to also continue giving his evidence as the Commission tests his allegations, but also the response to claims that have been made against him. I do understand that Canny Maphanga is back on with us. Canny, again, the line dropping, but let's try it one more time. Take us through key aspects before we wrap up.
Absolutely, and Nhlanhla, hopefully this time, the third time, will be the lucky charm. Essentially, you've seen Lieutenant-Colonel Deenadayalan Govender, who has faced serious allegations with respect to Bevan Loftus, bring a new layer of testimony before the Madlanga Commission that places the police minister, Mkhwanazi, in a precarious position because he alleges that there was a plot to allegedly target Mkhwanazi through this evidence of the police shootings in the KZN province. Very serious evidence that is set to be tested later this afternoon. Let's take a listen.